Now the infectious unit. What is the infectious unit? How we can calculate it by the statistical way of the infectious unit, or the interpretations of the infectious unit, that how much infectious units are present in a specific kind of the experimental animals. So first of all, we see that what is the infectious unit, what is the definition of this unit, and how we can interpret its amount. Infectious units are the smallest volume of some specific kind of the virus which is enough to produce a specific immune response inside the body. Specific immune response means the specific positive response for that virus. Smallest volume of the virus suspension that can elicit a positive response. Similarly, it must contain a virus inside the infectious unit, must contain a certain amount of specific virus material which will be called as an infectious unit. There are two kinds of the extreme possibilities for some kind of the specific kind of the infectious units. One is the positive response, wherever the enough virus is present in some specific kind of the infectious unit, it will be lead towards the positive response, and the enough material is inoculated to a given a certain minimum concentration, then it will lead us towards the presence of the specific kind of the amount of the virus is present inside that kind of the inoculum, and it will produce a positive response, and that infectious unit is quite capable of producing a immune response and producing the disease inside that experimental animal. Then the other possibility is the positive response is obtained by chance. However, the inoculum contains at least one individual virus. There can be the viruses which are more than one, but it should be infectious unit should at least contain one individual virus particle. The particle should be enough to cause the signs, the clinical signs of specific kind of the virus can cause the specific kind of the clinical signs. So that particle that multiplies and causes some specific kind of the clinical signs inside that particular host. There is one more hypothesis that is correct. If the hypothesis is correct, that titers in the infectious units are the number of the individual units. Infectious units and the individual units are the same. So this hypothesis will work that titers which are present and which are cleared as far as we are working on that investigation, and in the laboratory the titers can be the infectious units, or those are also the individual units. So statistically, how to calculate statistically the infectious units? We will see that formula in the next slide, the equations. Then equations represents the distribution of the material in the particles inside some specific kind of the samples which are we going to study. The Poisson distribution equations can make us clear that how to calculate statistically the infectious unit. We will see it here. The Poisson's distribution, the equation is here. We will see it here, the equation, and how to calculate the infectious unit. The PR is the probability of the having the infectious particles, or the actual number of the particles, which are called as R, which is the samples. So it will be the XR, it is equal to the XR and E, which is the infectious unit XR, and then will be multiplied by RI, which is the sample. So all these, the PR, the probability of having the R particles. What is the R? The actual number in the samples, actual number of the infectious unit. You can say that maybe the infectious units, or you can say the individual units which are present, and then the R stop is sample, which how many particles are present, the total particles are present inside the samples, and then S is the average number of the particles per sample.